And welcome back. Coming up on 7:30. Good Sunday morning to you. I'm Maddie Kurth. It is the last day of music over there at the fairgrounds. Meteorologist Hannah Gard has your festival forecast on a really beautiful Sunday.
It is a beautiful Sunday. We have blue skies on this Sunday morning. The sun is well up in the sky now. We do have some rough waters out there on the lake because we had a cold front move through. So we have a northerly wind behind that, and that has dropped those temperatures down. We're seeing about a 10-degree temperature change on the North Shore. Not so much in some areas to the south because of that northerly wind off of the warmer lake waters, but it's feeling pretty nice out there this morning. North Shore, we're in the 50s, around 54 in Slidell, 56 in Hammond, 68 at New Orleans International. So if you're headed out to the fairgrounds today, great weather for the last day of Jazz Fest. It'll be 74 at 11. We'll get to those upper 70s, around 79 for our high today. I don't think we quite get to 80, but in the sunshine, it's still going to feel warm. You'll just have that nice cooler breeze and a drier feel because look at these dew points behind that front. They're in the 50s, 40s in some areas. That dry air feels really, really good. Here's the cold front. It's way over here to our east now, but you're still seeing this big spin of moisture up north of us. That's the upper level low that is moving that front away. It's pretty slow, so we'll continue to stay very calm through Monday. We don't see any huge changes until we get to Tuesday. Then we'll have a southeasterly breeze returning and a warm front starting to come across the region. This is Tuesday afternoon. If the front comes through in those peak daytime heating hours, the modeling is not showing it, but I think we got to watch for some isolated strong to severe storms possible. It's mostly showing showers, but then you definitely see this system building in. This is 3 a.m. on Wednesday. We're starting to see this coming in, and it's going to take a very long time to get the system out of here. So giving you the first alert for the flood threat that will start Tuesday, lasting all the way through Thursday, Wednesday being the bullseye of that heavy rainfall. We also will have to watch for strong severe storms with this. Look at that bullseye of rain. This is over 5 inches in the purples over the next 5 days. So a very small period of time to see this heavy rainfall. We're dry today. Monday, I think any shower activity we see is going to be in the evening into Tuesday, where we'll have some storms to watch for. That's not going to be the flood threat day for us Tuesday. Really, it's going to be north of us. It'll be a more isolated threat. Wednesday, when I'm seeing the purple on there, that is torrential rainfall. So very heavy rain threat Wednesday lasting into Thursday. Now it looks to be more in the morning Thursday, but I think we could see another round later in the day. We'll have to watch that closely. So why? Well, on water vapor, we have that swirl up to the north of us. That's what's dropping a little bit of rainfall. It's an upper level low. And then we have another one that's setting up over here to the west over Los Angeles. You see this little counterclockwise spin. Between the two of these, there's high pressure up here to the north. This is what we call a blocking pattern, where you have very slow motion with these upper level low pressure systems because there's a big high up here in the middle. And we call this an omega block because it's shaped like the Greek symbol omega. What happens with these lows is it's stormy to the east because the upper level winds are going in diverging or apart directions in the upper levels, which leads to rising air at the surface. So you're going to see storms over here on the east coast, storms over here to the west. And as that moves our direction, we're going to see the storm chance increasing for us. And it's very slow moving because it's a blocking pattern, so we don't have a quick motion with those cutoff lows. That cutoff low even could sit over us into the weekend, so we could continue to see those rain chances sticking around, but the flood threat will be most substantial where we're in that southeastern quadrant of that upper level low, which happens Tuesday into Wednesday, mainly Wednesday, giving 80% chance there. First alert weather day Wednesday and Thursday, as that flood threat will be right over us. We got to watch for significant rainfall totals, Maddie. When we talk about 8 inches, and that's the average, 6 to 8 inches across the area, we could see maybe up to a foot of rain in some places if we have high rain rates, and that is going to be a huge cause for concern for us. We had flooding a couple weeks ago. It was 8 inches, 10 inches in some areas. This is what can cause that.
Yeah, we know those pumping systems can also only handle so much rain, but of course we'll be checking in with the Sewerage and Water Board in the days leading up to this to make sure everything's online and functioning properly.
Yeah, and that's why we give you the first alert so many days in advance so that you can prepare, because we have nice weather for the end of the weekend, the start of the week, not much to worry about until we get to that next weather system. But today it does look great. If you're headed to the last day of Jazz Fest, you could not ask for better weather with the dry air coming in too. It doesn't feel as much like summer as the previous days.
Those lucky few thousand people get to enjoy it. All right, thanks, Hannah.